Hi, this is Gavin from the Blackout, and you listen to Zeppelin recordings.
Hey, join me with an interview with the Blackout. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing, Gavin?
I'm very good, thanks.
Now, what do you hope? Your new album, Hope, is out there.
Yeah.
What do you hope for this album then?
I don't know, it's really strange to have expectations for an album, because especially in the current climate we are with music and stuff these days, it's difficult to keep afloat. So if it just allows us to keep making music, then that is job for us. We're all about playing live, and we love the new record. And if it just keeps fans with us and keeps us playing venues and stuff, so that'll be good for me.
How did the new single Higher and Higher has got Hydro to Hero on there?
Yeah.
And how did that come about then?
Well, he was originally introduced to Sean by Dan Carter from Radio 1 Rock Show. He said, "Oh, you need to check out his mixtapes and stuff." So we checked him out, and he was amazing. Like he originally done like a bunch of mixtapes with songs like New Noise Were Refused, Weezer songs, and Killswitch Engage, and he'd like rap over the top of them and stuff and mix them up. And we asked him if he wanted to come out and tour for this tour, and he said yeah. And we were in the studio, and for a laugh, Sean rapped over a bit in Higher and Higher, and Jason Perry, our producer, was like, do that. He said, "I can't do that, that's the Will Smith rap from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air." So he said, "No, just do it, we'll pay Will Smith money for it." We're like, no. He's like, "Alright, you make a rap." And we were like, no. No. So he said, "Oh, do you know anyone who could do it?" We were like, "Well, Hyro's coming on tour, and he's done this kind of stuff before with rock music, so we give him a shout." And he was really happy to do it. He jumped straight on board, sent back his stuff, the first draft, and we were like, "That's amazing."
So he's already confirmed for the tour anyway?
Yeah. So it was kind of like, oh, it's awesome.
Okay. Song on there, like a deluxe edition.
Yes, we have.
How did they pick that cover song then? Fight for Your Right?
We covered that for we needed a cover for something, and I can't remember what it was. So we decided to do that song because we love Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
And it's the more of a rocking song that we could possibly cover by them guys. Otherwise, it's all.
Was it good to with Limp Bizkit then as a comparison?
And yeah, we started the Limp Bizkit tour, and we started playing on that tour because obviously no one knew who we were on that tour, so we kind of slipped it in a cover. It kind of breaks the ice a bit.
Yeah.
People know the record and can really get into it. So yeah.
Now that song "Fight for Your Right" to party. How did Blackout like to party then? Ingredients for a Blackout party.
The ingredients. A big PA which you can play music through. That's pretty much it. That's all you need to party is music, and people. I suppose people.
Women.
Women, if women want to come, they can come. But men are invited too. We're all equal.
Now the Welsh have been uniting again, as you're going to be out in Europe soon with Film for Friend.
Yep.
And Def Havana. Are you looking forward to that too with them guys?
Yeah, well, I was at Funeral for Friends' second ever show they ever played, and we've grown up as a band with them, always being around us and playing shows. But we've never actually toured with them. We've done the odd show on and off. But we've never done a proper tour, so I'm really excited just to tour with them because they're all good friends of ours, and they've helped us out loads in the past with getting shows for us, and we've borrowed gear off them when we want to record albums and stuff. So I'm looking forward just to hanging out with them.
Have you heard of the new record stuff?
I haven't had a chance to buy it yet, but that's next on my list.
Now, obviously you're from Wales, Welsh country. Have you thought about maybe doing any Welsh songs in your native tongue?
I don't speak Welsh at all. I learned Welsh when I was in school for GCSE, and that was a long time ago. That was I was over a decade ago. So I haven't spoken Welsh since. So I know a few phrases at best.
Do you know the word hope in Welsh?
It's probably something stupid like hopio or hopai, because they do that with a lot of Welsh English words. The Welsh, like skipping is skipio, and the Welsh for microwave is poppity ping.
Poppity ping.
Because it goes bing when it's done. Instead of taking micro and wave and changing over the word, no, poppity ping.
This song, when I point my microphone in the air, I need you to say, woo! Okay? Let's try it. Awesome. This song's called Higher and Higher.
Now Snoz injured himself trying to beat a cheater at Zoom.
Yes.
Was that quite a shock then? Because it was just before going to record.
It was 5 days before we went into record.
Panic mode, was it?
As soon as, well, he fell over and he got up, and Snoz never shows pain. He's a big lad, but he went like that with his shoulder, sorry, his left shoulder, and you could see in his face. He was like, oh. I was like, oh shit, he's done something with his shoulder. I thought, oh, maybe it's just a sprain or something. He'd be fine. But then he was like, this is really hurting, and he said, like, Claire, our manager, was there at the time. He's like, I need to go to hospital for this. There's something wrong there. So we were like, shit, we are up shit creek with our paddle. We didn't know what we were going to do. We didn't know if we were going to postpone the recording of the album, because Jason Perry, who we worked with, is really, he hasn't stopped since August. He's been in with one band straight to another and another, and we had our slot with him, and he was booked up for another couple of months after that. So we were like, oh, we don't even know if we can do it relatively anytime soon. But before Claire had gone off the phone to book a taxi for the hospital, sorry, Snoz was already saying, all right, who can we get in to do drums? Because obviously I can't do it, and we can't push it back, which is amazing and testament to his character. He just, push his ego aside and say, look, if I can't be on the record, that doesn't mean we can't make it now, and you guys can't make it. Otherwise, it's gonna fuck everyone up. So by the time we'd even got to the hospital and he'd come out from his exam, we'd had Phil Jenkins and Thomas Winch booked in, ready to go, and they were like, yeah, we'll do it. So within about an hour of it happening, we already sorted out drummers, which was amazing for, again, Snoz and Phil and Tom for stepping in, really, because they learned, I think Tom learned 6 songs and Phil learned 5 in about 4 days, something like that.
Which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then in the studio we had a really short amount of time to do the drums as well. So Snoz came in and sat in with them, and obviously we've been lucky enough, we'd actually demoed like a bunch of stuff on our laptops and stuff, so he didn't have to physically teach everyone. They just listened to the record, they could work out from there. But yeah, Snoz stood in on them, and they did a sterling job on the record, and Snoz is super proud and happy of how they've stepped in and helped us at the last minute, really.
With work with Jason Perry then, is it good work with Jason Perry? Is it great?
He's amazing. He's like a 5-year-old in a 40-year-old's body. His children are sometimes more mature than he is. We'll sit there and someone's like, oh, we're going to the shops, do anything, and all you hear is him going like, sweets! He has a really high pitched voice. He's like, everything's amazing with him. He's like, oh, it's amazing. But I don't know how he's into a lot of like psychological kind of like stuff where he'll kind of work out a band member and then find out what pushes their buttons and what helps them relax and what helps them get the best out of them that they can possibly do.
Thanks for doing the interview today.
No worries, thank you very much for asking.
That's been me with Gavin from Blackout.